Everyone, tonight I wanted to share with you my March layouts that I completed. Most of them were completed at the Secret Not Secret Kit Club Ohio retreat that was in the beginning of March. After I came back, I decided that I needed to organize my scrap room a little bit better, so I've been working on that for the last 3-4 weeks. But I did want to take some time out to share these with you. This first one is called Laundry Basket Princess. When my daughter was little, I would put away the clothes and she would sit in the laundry basket and she would wear a hat, which you can't really see. She's in the laundry basket here with the hat on. But so I'm going to journal here, and I thought for a second page, because I like this paper so much, I did a current photo of her wearing the same type of hat, just not so pastel-y. But so it's kind of like a now, or what is it? Now and then kind of layout that complements each other. So I was happy how this came out. Then this one I did for the Layout Palooza that was put on by Christina Sorge of Redefine Creatives. And it was part of the Rediscover Your Stash slash Secret Not Secret Kit Club. I highly recommend it if you see the class come out again. It was $100, but for what you get for that $100, it was huge. I mean, you get the paper. She put mixed media in it. She gave just many hours of video content, walked you through, explained processes, stamp sets. It was a great value, and definitely will do it every time that it comes out. But this is one of the ones that we used the stamp set that came with it, and she showed us the process and talked us through the technique. And I never would have done something like this if I wouldn't have taken that course. So once again, highly recommend it. This one I believe is, this is a 3-page. So this is the first page, and it's about a pool party that we would always go to in the elementary years of my daughter's life. It was family picnic, and one family would invite the whole class. They had a pool, and we would go over there. This year, the kids had to make the potluck, but it had the food that they brought had to start with their first initial or their last initial. So this one, since my daughter's name's Elizabeth, it was Excellent Brownies. And so I did an 8.5 by 11, which I'll insert in the middle, and then I'll talk about her school year here. And then the complimentary page is them burning their, what are they burning? They're burning their homework. And I can journal there. And they would have music, and it was just, everybody brought something. So it was just a good time. And then this one is my daughter's birthday. We had a Girl Scout meeting, so I bought her a cake, and we all sang happy birthday to her. And this was from the retreat. And this was a challenge that we had to use this jelly bean soup. I got buttons. I got some word stickers. But this as well came in the package. And it was funny because I was like, what am I going to do with this? And one of my table mates, MK Gunn, said, oh, you could put it on a big paper clip that we had gotten from another challenge. And I love how that turned out. I'll be doing that in some of my other albums. But, so I'll just do a little bit of journaling here, and then that'll be done. And then this is the second page. This is the actual Girl Scout meeting. We would invite our grandmothers to come and do the Mother Day gifts for them. So I wanted to document that with the grandmas in there, which was always cool. The girls liked that one a lot. This was from the Secret Not Secret retreat as well. And this is the grab bag challenge, which some people don't like. I really enjoy it. So I took a white piece of paper, and I put some blue oxide on it, and I put the sun ray on it from a stencil. This napkin came in the grab bag. This little ribbon came. I have to sew it yet. This piece of paper, this was from the grab bag. This was a piece of felt that I cut out. This journaling and this tag was the other part of that. The guest check and the inventory, and there's a little doily here. I have to print the picture yet. I didn't have the picture, so this I was just, it'll be up on foam. I was using as a place marker. But we went to Savannah, Georgia, and we cleaned up the beach. So I thought that this would be perfect for the group picture of all the girls cleaning up the beach. And then I can do some journaling up here and here as well. So I love how this came out. This one, a lot of Girl Scout pages. Didn't realize I did so many of those. This was our last camping trip together as a troop. And we went to a campsite, and it was gorgeous. And then at night it flooded. At 5 a.m. we woke up with just our tents were flooded. Everything was flooded. We went to Bob Evans till the sun came up. Decided to pack it up, and we went back to my house, and we finished our camping trip there, which I'm lucky I have a husband that didn't mind having all these girls in their house, and we cooked outside, and we just kind of hung out. So that worked out well. So this is a 2-page layout. Let's see. I can't get it. There we go. So this is the second page. So there's your first, and then there's your second. So this one was just afternoon photo op when my daughter was little. Hair raising afternoon. We were in a yellow tent bus, and I love the colors on this. I got the sketch off of the internet. I just did scrapbooking layout images, and it was a pencil drawn one. I can't remember who it was from, but I really love how this came out, and I probably will be doing it again. Maybe turning it upside down or around, but the paper and the color, the blue and the green with the pop of yellow, I always gravitate to that. Did some stitching, but yep. This was a challenge from the retreat, and it was also a class that we took. So the challenge, I was a little nervous at first, but my table mates told me, don't worry about it. You know, I sat next to Tracy, who had gone to the other retreat on the West Coast, and she said that she loved this challenge and it was easy. But what we do is we give somebody, we're divided into groups. We give them a picture and that we don't mind if, you know, it doesn't get scrapped how we want, and a piece of paper. So I gave them this piece of paper, which I had already stamped, and this picture, because it was a little blurry. So I figured, yeah, if it didn't turn out right, you know, I could recreate the paper. And then we switched, I think 5 times. Four different people touched it, including, you know, me would be the 5th. And this is what came back. And I think Sarah Scraps worked on it, Tracy worked on it, and Angela Barlett, I think is her last name, all worked on it and created this page for me. And I'm so happy how it turned out. I wouldn't change it for the world. And it's just a nice keepsake knowing that they had a hand in making that layout for you. So I definitely like that. This was from the retreat as well. Kathy was there, and she brought like a little mini kit for everybody to use. And if you scrapbooked everything that was in there, you got 3 points. If you only scrapbooked one thing that was in there, then you only got 1 point. If you didn't use it, obviously you didn't get any points. And then she raffled off a sewing machine, which Tracy was lucky enough to win. And the paper had, some of the paper had this cats on it. I don't know. I guess I don't have a sheet of it, but nobody would use the cat. So I fussy cut one out and put it on my journaling card, which I'll hide there. And then this is just me with some volleyball moms. We dropped the girls off at a volleyball camp, and we decided to have lunch and afternoon beer. What's funny about this layout, so I scrapbooked this in February and forgot that I did, and I did it again at the retreat. This was a challenge. We were given this Vicki Boutin paper, and we had to scrapbook a picture on it. So I was going through my pictures trying to find something that I could scrapbook. They did the cut files, and I thought, oh, currently driving, that would be perfect. I did some layering. All of this mixed media is the Vicki Boutin paper. I received this as a gift in one of the bags. I think Tracy did a bunch of like cut up parts and ephemera, and she just put them all in a bag as a gift. So I used a lot of that. Even this trim, the fringe trim, I don't know if you can see it, I used that on 2 layouts as well. But this is her on her first driving trip, my daughter. So